rationale. Flip the script as I go in control. Listen close, there's a read to read what you say and what you mean. It's obscene, you'll just ignore me when I warn you. Cut off your nose to spite your face. You can't help that you're a lying breed. Chaos reigns, make it fair. Show your veins, tuck your tail, run away.
Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, friendos. My name is Nez, and once again, we are back at it again for some more Arknights, because today we are continuing our story reading of I Portatori dei Velluti. We gotta get back into things, get back to Italy. Mamma mia! We're going back. How we doing? How we doing? Since the last stream. I have been having a hilarious past few days. What is this? Limited headhunting notice. Okay. They finally give you a notice for when the limited banner is about to end. Goddamn, it took 6 years. 6 years to finally give you an expiry notice for the limited banner. I didn't know that they do this now. Well, I guess that's great. Spend your money, boys! Time to gamble. Last few days to gamble. Right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's right. I've been having a hilarious last few days. Mainly because a certain balding, hated gacha game content creator who is also an alleged rapist. He was bitching and whining on social media about threatening to quit Twitch, move to YouTube because of pro-Palestinian, anti-imperialist streamers on Twitch. He was like, oh, my dad and my brothers and our soldiers didn't die and sacrifice their lives so people could criticize Israel and the American government? And lo and behold, everything resurfaced about his own convicted 14 counts of convictions. Rapist father in the military. Holy shit. The apple does not fall far from the tree. I didn't know that Tectone was thought to be a rapist by his dad. Fucking hilarious, bro. Holy shit. They got records of that man's in US Congressional Court. It was so funny seeing him crash out the past few days, dog. God damn. It's been so funny. And now he's crying on his stream, dude. Oh, because people resurfaced my rapist dad's convictions. I can't stream with him anymore. Bitch, you didn't care like a few months ago. We got you on video. saying you didn't care about the allegations and that you 100% knew. Allegations, convictions, not allegations. He was convicted. He went to prison and he sailed off in the sunset. Get cancer, bitch. Hope that cancer eats away. There's that. Holy shit. Karma is such a bitch, dude. Last few days have been hilarious. Some of the worst people you know getting fucked over by their own actions. Hell yeah, baby. Also, wow, there we go. Finished with housekeeping. So there's that. Also, last 2 days, 1 day of limited banner. Can Vulpes come home? This is like the last free roll that I'm willing to spend on this banner. Fuck it, we ball. Come home. Come home. Never mind. Okay. Suzerain's mother is not coming home. Well, there's that. It is what it is. She'll arrive when she arrives. Somehow, somewhere in the standard banner sometime later. There's that. Ooh, recruitment. Give me 5-star. That's J. I'm okay with J. I'm okay with J. Gravel. Give me a 5-star, please. I need to recoup my losses from how much John Hypergriff Lowlight took away from me during Siege's banner, during Vina Victoria's banner. I need to recoup my losses, dog. You gotta give me more 5 stars instead of this. Okay, that's a 3-star. Well, right. Now, you're gonna give me a top operator tag. That's not a top operator tag. Not a top operator tag. Never mind. I asked too much. Maybe give me at least a 4-star again? Damn. Can't get greedy. The desire sensor is working too hard today. Hold up. Come on. Okay, last one. Last one. This is gonna be a top operator tag. Never mind. I lied. Can't see in the future, I guess. There we go. Okay. So with that said, that's our housekeeping. It's time to get back into things. Recap of everything that happened last time. Lapland is back in Syracuse, specifically Nova Volsini, the newly founded city where there is seemingly no family influence, no familias influencing how the city is run. Problem is, our boy Vigil got into an accident. We still don't know. Vigil got into an accident. His life is in danger, quote unquote, for as much of a playable character can be in danger, which is they're not. So we seemingly have an assassination attempt on an incumbent mayor. Problem is, we don't know who did it. A lot of people are now connected to the accident. Lapland came in driving like a maniac in her taxi alongside Senor De Lupi. If it all turns out that this was all caused by Lapland just being a crazy ass driver with no intent on actually trying to kill Vigil, that would be hilarious. Aside from that, family Venetia's involved. Suzerain's mama involved. Somehow doing work for one of the Wolf Lords to try to get info on who attacked Suzerain. Apparently, she's here just because of Suzerain to get information. Revenge! We got Venetia also. The family itself of Venetia involved. I think there was an old man introduced as the Dawn of Family Venetia, who I'm going to assume is Suzerain's grandpappy. I'm just gonna assume that is Suzerain's grandfather. So there's that. The Fangs are on the move. Lapland is investigating. The Truckers Union went to the Saluzos for help because they seem to not be able to trust the law. So there's that. A lot of shenanigans afoot. We still don't know how Crown Slayer is involved with all of this. But with that said, I think we should continue now. Where did we stop? Did we stop at 4? I think we stopped at 4. Hold up, let me adjust my chair. Let's see. honored guest. There are always those who have not given up on the rules, and old pride. Let's go. Let's raise volume. There we go. November 7th, 8:30 a.m. We got this cop again. Judge Lavinia. Vulpo was just sighted in this area. She's a sharp one. Practically stays in a new place every day. We investigated every place she's been and only figured out her approximate location. Also, Taylor Boy got kidnapped by the two bozos which used to work for Lapland. I forgot about that. Taylor Boy's in danger. The Fangs are also still trying to get each other. The Fangs are also apparently mostly here. Luna Cub, Red are also here. Don't know if Mommy Vulpes Folia is acting like a Fang. Can Vulpos become Fangs for Wolf Lords? I don't know, maybe. But she is somehow working for Vitor to get info about the whole suzerain incident. Ingrid Venezia. Back in law school, my jurisprudence professor mentioned the name once, but it didn't even come to my mind last night. She told us Syracuse's cruel and conflictive atmosphere stems not from the local races here, but originates from the land itself. Her rationale for how a gentle Vulpo could turn into a Vulpo even more ruthless than a wolf after coming to Syracuse, and our laws are to rein in this sort of inevitable evolution. Ingrid has more than 20 criminal records spread out between 5 nomadic city courts, each one corresponding to a spike in the Venezia's influence in the area. Damn, Mommy has a record! Holy shit, 20 criminal records! Across 5 cities! The Familia has always tried to keep their best to keep away from any revenge killings or court trials, but this one is for suzerain. Rumor has it that Venezia Sr. even favored her more than his actual daughter. Wait! Oh, they're not related! They're not blood related. But he has an actual daughter. Venezia Sr. Wait a minute. Venezia Sr.? Actual daughter. Was this the same family we saw back in Il Circusano? With the blonde girl. Was that her actual daughter? Hold up. But in 1094, Ingrid suddenly left the Familia. Left? More accurately, she defected. Venezia Trucking expanded their business to Turney then. Familia Tangredi was actively provoking the other side so they could plunder the local alloy deposits. The conflicts intensified and eventually escalated into a gang war. The two Grey Hall family were practically locked in a cycle of violence, and they even tried to put a hit out on Venezia Sr. Ingrid went into a killing spree, taking down more than 10 of the Tancredi's made men. The strange thing is, when Senora Cecilia personally came down and the two families finally managed to start negotiations, Ingrid ignored the Don's order to stop and continued her slaughter. Ooh. The suzerain incident, probably. I saw the records. The stuff she did freaks me out even now. Motive? Unclear. Anyway, Ingrid basically challenged Senora Cecilia's authority with her actions, but vanished without a trace after that. The entire Familia Venezia was blamed for this, and they almost met the same fate as Familia Texas. The young judge imagines the Vulpo taking lives in the city, along with a smile that never left her face while they were at the winery yesterday. Judge. Top killer from a Familia, with many murder cases on her hands, suddenly appearing in Nova Volsini, right in time for the Carnevale. We can't let her move as she pleases. You mean, the family here have all passed their background checks, every member and weapon is registered and strictly regulated. Someone like Ingrid is likely to act as another person's blade, regardless of whether she knows it or not. We need to capture her first at all costs. Yes, but this area is huge. We still haven't managed to nail down her exact location yet. Okay, so they probably think she's involved with trying to assassinate Vigil. She doesn't give a fuck. She's here for other reasons. If the information about her and her daughter is accurate, I'm sure she's headed towards a certain place. Lavinia looks towards an inconspicuous sign not far away from them. Rhodes Island branch office. Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure Suzerain is getting treatment at Rhodes Island completely above table. I'm pretty sure we didn't kidnap her, right? Why would she be angry at us? I'm pretty sure it's all above board. As much as Vulpes Folia plays above board. The shop I often go to source materials is about to close for Carnivale. Wait, no, this is the dude? We'll need to update our reserve count on the terminal in advance. Also, new sprites? How's Vigil doing? Landship dispatched a doctor to the hospital, but we haven't gotten any news since. No. The support mission this time has high confidentiality level. I don't have enough clearance to check his latest data. I looked for Penance earlier and she seems hesitant to share too much with us. Let's trust our colleagues. We just need to complete our support logistical work. There's a new notice on PRTS. Approved. Application to increase security level of Nova Volsini branch office requested by... Penance? Aw. Interesting. She's tipping them off. Oh, Luna Cub! Well, imagine this. Luna Cub and Red were just fighting the other night. Are they gonna meet back here on neutral ground? There's a Rhodes Island safe house here too. I see Rhodes Islanders are like tusk beasts. Dig many hideouts for themselves. Don't attract any attention. Focus on recovering my strength. Stomach groans. You do know Red can also come back here, right? You're both operators. Luna Cub huddles between the ceiling and a ventilation duct, rubbing her empty belly with some frustration. You know, there are operators here that could help you. I smell something sweet, like honey. No, I need to focus. Got to sharpen my arrows while time is on my side. I can eat first, but Agnes, didn't you say I have to be patient while I'm out hunting? My stomach can wait. I don't want you to lose. Yep, I'll do everything else as you say, except for this. I don't want to let you down. Luna Cub hides in the corner, grabbing her bow and taking aim, almost instinctively. Not a wolf. It's the kind of smell that Agnes hates. Mother! Mommy! Ingrid Vulpes Folia. My nose isn't sharp enough to tell which one you are, but I know one of you is hiding in here. Hold up, my chair is sinking! Adjust. Adjusting. Hey, yo, what's up, Artie? Cinema continues. Yes, we just got started with PV-4. Mommy seems to have come to the Rhodes Island branch office, while Luna Cub is hiding in here as well. You have 10 seconds to leave this place. I'll wait for you outside. Of course, it won't be hard for me to get around the Rhodes Island employees to deal with you, but I'd rather not take the risk. So do me a favor. I'm trying my best to avoid leaving a bad impression on Lisa's co-workers. Right. Can you two not fight on Rhodes Island premises? This should be neutral ground. Oh. Well, there we go. A timely response. Interesting. I suggest everyone put their weapons down. We've sealed the exits and activated all defense systems, so let's not make it any worse. Whoa! You set a trap for me? A trap? I don't know about that. It's just regular security system at work. Rhodes Island truly does not disappoint. I assure you, we're just protecting our own assets, miss. If the two of you could just wait a moment, the government will soon take things over from here. Penance is coming, please stay calm. Agnes, any ideas how to get out of here? Agnes? Agnes? Where are you? Oh, she's here. We meet again, Ingrid. An unregistered visitor using a deadly weapon inside the city and vandalizing assets belonging to a legitimate company. This time you will have to come with me for an investigation. And her? Ingrid points at the girl who is still warily observing the situation developing around her. We'll bring her along too. Agnes needs me. My hunt hasn't ended yet. Although you are hungry. Okay, can everyone calm the fuck down? Let's have a nice little lunch. Everyone seems to be hungry or stressed in some way. Let's eat. Nice meal can calm things down. Everyone present turns to look at the source of the sound in unison. We'll get some food for you. Please, Senora Venezia, I don't wish to have the police act. You want to protect her? This is something for us to consider. Alright, I'll come along, only because you have my respect, Lavinia. Yeah! Okay, we're fine. No need to spill blood. You guys are playable characters. Not gonna actually kill each other. Judge Lavinia, we're done with the pre-registrations. The rest of the process will be a breeze. I said I'd cooperate, didn't I? Leon told me about the game. You're in it too, like her. Can Volpos become part of the game? I've always just assumed that only Lupos are chosen as fangs. Lavinia looks at Lunacub. Grazie mille for the honey biscuits. Lunacub gobbles down her food as she keeps her eyes on everyone around her. So, can I leave already? I have important things to do. I'm no fang, Lavinia. I told you. I'm just a mother in search of justice for her daughter. Hands off my bow! Judge, shouldn't we take her in? What if... Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Remember me, Lunacub? Don't be rash. The police have already locked down this area. Stay by my side. It'll be good for all of us. You can trust me. I only trust Agnes. Bernardo trusted me too. He's dead. Yeah. That is true. Another Fang did trust her. And he... Well... Then again, it was Senor De Lupo's fault. But his heir still lives on. I want to ask Agnes about this, but she hasn't been replying to me for a while. Stay with me and you won't have to worry about getting in trouble. You'll have more time to contact Agnes too. Ingrid quietly watches Lavinia as she persuades Lunacub. The girl covered with a wild scent is hesitating. Ingrid knows an opportunity approaches. If Lavinia can get Agnes's fang under control, that will save Ingrid a lot of trouble. For what? For what? The other fang is hiding. The other fang in hiding will surely come to her. What, she's baiting Red out? If you notified me earlier, this misunderstanding we're having here could have been settled in a much more decent manner. Who is this? Texas. Long time no see, Sorella. Oh, wait. Senor Antonio. Oh, this motherfucker. Okay. The dude who's not actually a Lupo, he's a Pero. Who seems to have, I don't know, he seems to have some insecurities about that. Salve, Judge Lavinia. I made my way here just to submit the required documents and company testimonials to help Ingrid Venezia complete her identification and registration. You... Leave this to me, Sorella. We Venezias have always been happily cooperative with the government. Your Honor, I know Ingrid's recent actions have violated a couple of rules in Nuova Volsini, but I believe none of them are serious, yes. Let's see. Not registering on entry, using personal weapons in public spaces. Oh, and vandalizing legitimate company assets, yes. Yes. Regarding the last item, Venezia Trucking will discuss compensation with the involved company as soon as we are able. Senor Venezia, you can tell me what you want. Bail. I'd like to bring my sister back home. Everyone misses her so much. Sister? Sister? Wait a minute. We're just expanding the suzerain family tree just like that. This sleek, sly, shady-ass motherfucker is Suzerain's uncle? God damn, the apple fell far from the tree. Wait, Antonio. I didn't want to bring family into this. There's no need to fight with City Hall for me. Even if they're not blood related. Technically, they're part of the same family, which makes them family. Familia is the way of Syracuse. It's not just for you, Sorella. It's for the Familia too. You may have your own opinions, but Papa and I regard you as one of us. I want every Venezia to have a clean record in Nuova Volsini. Besides, there's no need to censor the word Familia here. Everyone knows it's the foundation of our very lives. Nuova Volsini just wants a declaration from us. Forgive me for my candidness, Judge Lavinia. I understand. Your company's enduring cooperative nature with us relies on both sides being honest with each other. However, are you sure you want to stake the entire company's reputation to vouch for Ingrid, Senor Venezia? Why not? It would have been the same with the old Dawn. Venezia Trucking will ensure that the government that Ingrid Venezia will not step afoul of the law during her post-bail probation period. If you find any clear evidence of her doing so, I will personally escort her at court. Lavinia's head hurts. The other party's request does comply perfectly with standard procedures. The families are sleek. They know how to operate within the bounds of the law. Ingrid does not have a right to be released on bail, but it shouldn't happen now. I can't refuse you, can I? You really do excel at dealing with the government, senor. Because I know you are not the inflexible type. After all, I can clearly tell that you know our little friend here with the huge bow, and you have no problems with her actions either. Right, he's sleek. What? Andiamo, sorella. Someone else will handle the formalities for you. I know why you're back in Syracuse. We can help you with Lisa's matter. Why do I feel like this shady fuck had something to do with Lisa's assassination attempt? Why do I feel like the call came from inside the Venezia house? Venezia, are you involved as well? Ah! What? What's wrong? Also, my chair's sinking again. Flustered government clerk. I just got bitten by a tusk beast that came out of nowhere. A tusk beast? Oh, wait. Where's Luna Cub? Her pet? Isn't she right next to... She suddenly freezes. There is only air. You guys didn't pay attention. She got her biscuits and and fleed. Where did she go? Your Honor, we just engaged with a very agile individual. She was mumbling something about wilderness survival skills and an Agnes. We couldn't stop her. We sent some men to chase after her. Over. I got it. Well, there we go. Unfortunately, Lavinia lost both of them. Now these two. To be honest, I thought we'd never get a chance to see each other again until the Familia started considering an expansion in Higashi, sister. Stop calling me that, Antonio. We were never that close, and I'm no longer part of the family. Alright. Judging from their attitude towards you, I see you'll be the next Dawn. You're looking more and more like the Dawn, not just your attitude, but your appearance as well. Your ears and tail. Did you become more like Bella after your marriage, or have you gotten some work done? Interesting. Interesting. Is she implying that he's trying to blend in as a Lupo? Ingrid, why are you still like this? Why are you like this? You don't like it when people make fun of you, but you don't hold back when you're on the offensive. Oh, really now? It's been a while, Ingrid. Papa and I missed you very much. He took you in and raised you as his own. When I joined the Familia, you were the one he trusted the most. He loved you as much as his own daughter. But the chap who fled here from Bolivar and became a hired thug to avoid starving to death, he didn't know a soul here, would only tuck his tail and try his best. Combat-wise, within the wolves, he wasn't any much stronger, so what could he possibly offer such a big Familia in exchange for a place of his own? Be it a Vulpo's compassion for the Pero, or the most reliable member of the Familia doing it to appease her subordinates. Basically, I wouldn't be standing here today if you hadn't helped me out. My man's was from Bolivar. Okay. Bro, we still haven't had a Bolivar event. There's still the forbidden Bolivar event that we refuse to get into, involving Team A1. There's that. Somehow, somewhere, we gotta get the Bolivar. There. Okay, I know we've had Bolivar events before, but summer events do not count. Summer events take place in Siesta. That is not Bolivar proper. Bolivar is post-Civil War. Siesta is its own dimension. You're overthinking it. The Dawn cares about many things, but decency will always top the list no matter what. He'll never let family members exclude or fight each other. That wasn't my point, Ingrid. Oh? I have become Venezia Jr. This is my way of repaying what you did. 6 years ago, the day we fought the Tancredis, and it felt like it would never end, you were the one who pulled me out of the pile of corpses. I didn't do it for you. Lisa was only 9 when she was hurt during the Tancredis plot to assassinate the Dawn. I don't care who orchestrated it. They all should perish. That's hot. I know. I'm just admitting the fact that you saved my life. Enough with the niceties. Both you and him have more important things to deal with. When I just arrived here, I was collecting information when I overheard some of the wise guys at the bar bragging about your achievements. Antonio went with Venezia Senior and asked to meet with Senora Cecilia, and then sat at the negotiation table alone. Even though the other party gave him a hard time, he still managed to save a factory in Terni for the Venezias. Look at you now. Got what you wanted. It should have been you instead. But you insisted on going your own way and escaping Siracusa. I don't know about escaping. There's leaving Siracusa. But as we've seen with Texas, I don't know about escaping Siracusa. You may be a Vulpo, but I personally think you're more of a Syracusan than anyone else. I've never forgotten the first time I followed you on a mission. We were ambushed in an alley and a blade scratched your face. There was so much blood I wanted to send you to the hospital. But you said, our opponents think we're dead, so now is the best time to get them when their guard is lowered. You need to be fierce, Sir Pero. Living in a Syracusan familia means living life on the edge. You may lose everything at any moment. If you aren't prepared for this, then you better run back to Bolivar. You always did everything better than the rest of us. You were my role model. So I don't care that you went on a trip to get married to a Hingashinese man who we've never met, or how you suddenly came back with Lisa in tow. Don't get me wrong, I was fond of her, as well as Papa and Bella. We gave her the best room and the best teachers. We loved her as much as we loved you. Papa often said that Ragazzina would only make you stronger instead of becoming your weak spot. Ragazzina? Is that daughter in Italian? Enough, Anton. Too many words. Say fastidioso. I didn't come back to wax nostalgic with you. Just tell me who hurt Lisa. You won't even wait until you see our father again. Come back and help me out, Ingrid. What happened with Lisa is something the Familia owes you. I'll definitely help you. I don't want anything to do with the family anymore. It's the best way forward for both sides. Listen to me. We took great pains to establish a firm foundation in Nuova Volsini. A brand new city, a new set of laws. There are many things to attend to. Papa's old, and there hasn't been any youth worth pining in his hopes on. You know what he's like. He's not willing to change, and he's much less willing to see the familiar guests. And then Bella's death felt such a big blow to both of him and I. Was Bella the blonde lady with the checkered... She had something checkered on. Back in Il Circusano, was she Bella? I remember another foxy-looking woman back in Il Circusano. I just don't remember which familia she was involved with. I think with Dimitris? Question mark? Bella's dead. Happened last year. You know she was never in the best health. I don't think it's the same woman. Assuming from this sentence. I really need you with us, Ingrid. I think Papa wants you home even more than I do. Ingrid is silent. She merely casts a cold stare at the peril before her. Come back to us, and I'll tell you the truth about Lisa's injury. Why are you using this as leverage, dog? I see there's nothing else to discuss. Grazie mille for separating me from Lavinia on your own accord, but it was not necessary. I had my own plans in mind. Ingrid waves her hand and turns to leave. Ingrid, I knew you were back on your first day here. The Familia has never forgotten you. Also, I saw the Familia crest stashed away in your pocket. You're not as sure as you make yourself look. The Venetia's doors are always open to you. Well, you're already a true blue Syracusán yourself. You honor me. Okay. Venetia seems to have... As a family, they seem to be dying. Like, they can't get as much influence here in Nova Volsini because, you know, the laws and shit. They got their trucking thing. The criminal empire is shuddering just because one lone woman left them. Come on, dog. Pick yourselves up by your bootstraps. Do crime. Wait, Ingrid, got news you might be interested in. Who is this? The bozos! Bro, wait. Wait. These bozos? Why are you two here? I know you two. Saw you both next to Antonio the other day. I believe I made myself clear with him earlier. We know where Lucino de Montano is. We begged him and brought him back to the Venetia residence in the city. We can't take you to him, but we can tell you exactly where he is inside. Why sell out your own employer? And how do you know what Umberto asked me to do? I don't know how to explain this properly. Oh, wait, he isn't lying to you. Gia, someone made us do this, okay? We don't know how you linked to the tailor boy. We're just trying to survive. We're just two bozos. Survive? Explain everything clearly or you could kiss your lives goodbye. Ingrid knows how to use her blade well. She knows when to take someone's life with it and when to make people believe so with it. Unfortunately, Capone and Gambino have no idea she's using it for the latter right now. Okay, third party, fourth party. Chenoya. I thought you were serious at first. Who is this? You goddamn pizza. Wait. Oh, of course. My bad. I was mistaken. We completely forgot. We're four chapters into this event. Lapland has barely appeared aside from when she causes chaos. He's got a sturdy neck, so you might have to put more your strength into it. She's back! Bro, these bozos are back to working for Lapland. She just comes back and these bozos come crawling to her. Lapland Saluzzo. Oh, you know me? We met once. I still haven't read the prequel manga. So I don't know all about this. You've grown up so much, but I remember that smile of yours. Oh, we've met. I don't remember that. 10 years ago, in Brunello, I was mediating a dispute between your Familia Saluzos and the Morettis. Your family was obviously on the losing side, and you were just a teenager then, the successor bearing Alberto's highest expectations. But what you really wanted to do was to seize an opportunity to bury the Familia 6 feet under. I was young and frivolous back then. I mean, people mature. Now all of Siracusa is my enemy. Classic. You really are insane. Must be sarcasm with that smile on your face. Why tell me this? Is there a conflict of interest between the Saluzos and Venetias? Oh, why would I care about the Saluzos' fate? The little tailor owes me 2 suits is all. When you see him, do pass on the reminder. Wait. Wasn't... Okay, so the 2 bozos kidnap Tailor Boy. She wants her 2 suits from Senor Taylor. Is she just using Tailor Boy as leverage? Is that it? But we know that the bozos just kidnapped Tailor Boy from happenstance. What? We 100% know you have no plan whatsoever. It's rude to keep your clients waiting. I'll ask him about it. And just so you know, you're such a boring Syracusan, but quite amusing as a mother. Have Lapland and Suzerain ever met on Rhodes Island? I'm pretty sure there was an order that Lapland and Texas never meet. No, wait, no. I'm mixing up operators who should never meet. There are multiple of them on Rhodes Island, by the way. The Saluzos Senorina. Also, what's up, Hermit? I see even messenger work is an arduous task for you two. These 2 bozos are back with Lapland yet again. We're having flashbacks to Il Siracusano. If you want us to do stuff with you, then let us tell the boss first at least. I don't want the Venetias after me. What else do you want from us, Lapland? Oh wow, I didn't think the both of you would be willing to work for me. Relax, I'm not interested in poaching men from the Pero. Oh. Just be good and stay by his side. Help him out when he needs it. Of course, I'll reward you by divulging where the missing truck is. The one you have been looking for. Just what are you up to? I'm making you both look good to Venezia Jr., of course. Don't you deserve it? Gambino, I got a feeling that we're gonna end up fed to the fins for this real time. Yup. You're gonna sleep with the fishies? What the hell is Lapland planning, dog? I'm still under the assumption that it was just her crazy driving that led to the whole Vigil accident, and she had no actual plot in this. But what is she up to now? 11:40 a.m. Senora Venezia, did you say my child was taken away by Venezia wise guys? My informant has no reason to lie to me. Okay, taken by the bozos for the Venezias. Got it. It's true Lucino went to the port area last night. I heard a car accident happened. Yes, I was nearby as well. I'm guessing the Venezias are involved, and if I'm not wrong, Lucino should have discovered something. Yeah, he was there. He was the only witness to Vigil's quote-unquote assassination attempt, if we could even call it that. Please leave, Senora. I have to close the shop early today. Oh? Hold up. We know Umberto is a Fang. Umberto is Vitor's Fang? Is he gonna bring the weapons out to save Lucino? Are we John Wicking this shit? You're going to find Venezia Jr. yourself. Umberto, I don't know what you used to be like, but I'm sure your age has affected your abilities, even if you were chosen by Vargo back then. My bad, Vargo. I'm sorry. I misnamed the wolf. Okay, it was Vargo, not Vito, Vitor. Goddamn, I've been playing MTG Arena too much. Vitor is the name of a dragon? Vargo, it's Vargo. It started with a V. I got one letter right. That's why I got taken? Yeah. The sickly old tailor might not even make it past Venezia Jr.'s doorstep. If Lucino really did find out something that we shouldn't have, then he might be stuck at the Venezia estate for good. I'm old and feeble, Senora Venezia. Even if this hadn't happened, my candle's burning out anyway. No! Umberto's John Wicking it! If there's anything I can't let go right now, it's the boy. He's my only relative, and I'm his only relative too. He's still so young. Children always leave us with no other choice. Well, that hit her straight in the heart. Besides, I'm no stranger to the Venezias. I didn't tell you this before, but I used to work for them before you did. It's probably why Vargo chose me. Life goes in a circle and now I'm back to where I used to be. I'll go with you. Senora, this has nothing to do with you at all. I'm already very grateful you found a clue on his whereabouts and came here just to let me know. I know you had an unpleasant split with the Venezias because of what happened with Lisa. So if you go back just like that, you'll run into all sorts of troubles. You need not worry. I'm doing this because of my agreement with Vargo. Before I find out what truly happened back then, I won't allow anything to happen to you. Besides, I understand what sacrifices one would willingly make for the sake of a child. These two are John Wicking it towards their old familia. Is someone there? Can I leave now? A child? It's Don Venezia Sr. Did you say something, Ragazzino? Afraid of me? May I go home, per favor? I'm afraid I just happen to be here as a guest, so I can't interfere in any family matters. Why are they keeping you here? I don't know, but if you can't let me go, could you at least contact Umberto De Montano of De Montano Tailor Shop for me? Umberto? He's my nono. He'll get worried if I'm gone too long. I have medicine for him and I got from the shop, which he really needs. If I can't... You're worried about your nono. Follow me. The Venezias always treat their guests right. I didn't think I'd meet a friend on this trip. Lucky for me, I like it when it's lively. Do I just follow you? But these people outside... They're also busy catering to me, their guest. Head honcho, the old head honcho. Lucino follows the old man close behind and they don't run into anyone on their way. Who exactly are you, if you don't mind me asking? Stay close, boy. It's a big place, but we're almost there. Earlier you said you wanted me to tell your nono about a bunch of things, right? Sorry, I'm old and my memory is spotty. But I think you could tell him yourself. Umberto, I envy you for having such a loving grandson. Nono? Okay, there we go. An amicable situation between these two old heads. Lucino's head is full of questions. Has he interrupted De Montano's business? Was his nono worried sick about him? How did he know to find them here? Umberto only casts a glance at Lucino. The old tailor doesn't say a word. Have a seat. I'll decline. My legs aren't as good as they used to, Sitting down is easy, but getting up is quite difficult. Alright then. You said Ingrid came with you. So, where is she? She left after learning you were the one who found Lucino. She really trusts you. Alright. When did you move out of Montelupe? You left without even a word. I just thought there wasn't a need to do so. Time hasn't been kind to you. The ragazzino told me you're ill. It's not serious, though it's bothersome. My eyes and ears don't work so well anymore. My waist, legs, shoulder joints are always hurting. It's thanks to my work. Just elderly things. Even carefully maintained quality fabric will inevitably turn stiff and brittle. Take care of your nono boy. Don't leave any regrets. I didn't expect to meet you here, and what's happened with the boy has caused you trouble. Hardly. I came here for the Carnevale, and happened to bump into your grandson here. No, I know Lucino. Let me handle this. Antonio should have acted in a more decent manner, and I've sent someone to find him so he could explain himself to you. Antonio? Terribly common name in Siracusa, but right now Lucino could only match it to a single face. Antonio Venezia, the head of Venezia Trucking Co. Antonio Venezia. The head? I thought the lassie was the head. Senor Antonio. Oh wait, no. Venezia Trucking Co. Never mind, not the Truckers Union. Sorry, there are two trucker organizations. My bad. I thought this matter would be more troublesome than this, but since you've already stepped in, Umberto, you lack the patience of your youth. Antonio has to explain himself to you, and once that's done, I can also rest easy. Do you want to meet the owner of this place, boy? No? There's no way we could possibly refuse, is there? Just treat it as a favor to one of your regulars, Vecchio Amico. I was asked before to make a suit for you. Why don't we make use of our time together here and measure you right now? I hear it's a grand affair, with civilians wearing masks and costumes escorting giant parade cars around the city. I'm sure you'll be there, and will need an outfit too. I used to remember every regular client's measurements, but as you could see, time shows no mercy to all of us. Everyone's changed a lot. I've been relying on Lucino more and more to help me write down things I often forget about. Alright, we have some time to spare before Antonio arrives. Lucino, I'm afraid we won't be going back so soon. Can you wait a while longer? It's fine, Nono. Can I help out somehow? Get me my toolbox. Prepare a file with this gentleman's name on it. I'm sorry, senor. I never got your name. Fabrizio Venezia. The old man writes down his own name and gives it to Lucino. But why did you say you were a guest? Hush, Lucino. Do as I say without a word from you, and do what we have to do. Senor Fabrizio is a client to us right now. Would you allow this boy to serve you as my assistant, senor? He's been wanting to work on a major client. Gotta learn the ropes, Lucino. We're dealing with families here. Gotta think fast, gotta learn fast. Lucino was never allowed to assist his grandfather with important customers in any step of the process before. But now, Umberto guides him every step of the way, and even encourages the boy to do it himself. You must show your clients respect and gratitude, he is told. Everything goes smoothly and naturally, as if the kidnapping never happened and his nono hadn't come here to rescue him. Just working a regular job. His hands are as stable as yours. Will he become a tagliatore like you? A tagliatore? See, you've never told this child about your past, Umberto. Huh. Steady hands. Somehow I think that wasn't meant in reference to a tailor. Ingrid, aren't you going in to see Papa? So long as the Don is with them, Umberto and Lucino won't be in any danger. I just have to make sure that they walk out of here safe and sound. You know that's not what I meant. You're the one who he needs to see. Involve an innocent child in familia affairs? I don't remember an old man ever doing something like this. He wasn't brought back here on my orders, but I won't deny it. I would have done this anyway if his presence truly poses a threat to the familia's interests. It was the two bozos! Bro, it was Capone and Gambino. They're the two bozos who caused this. He was a fixer who fixed things for the mafia? Yeah, we know that, Hermit. Umberto's John Wick. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him in action. He's also a Fang. So yeah, he probably has a lot of blood on his hands. The familia's interests are yours. Is there a difference between the two? You've changed quite a lot, Antonio. No, you've been away from home for too long, Ingrid. This is Syracusa's 23rd nomadic city, a piece of uncultivated fertile land. I've sown the seeds here, so I'm obliged to ensure that they mature for a ripe harvest, no matter the methods used. It's also why I've been urging you to come back to us. I know what you're capable of, and we need you here. Anton, and the Don won't like this. He'll be mad, of course. He just summoned me inside, and I can guess he has a lecture in store. But do you think he's angry because I got an innocent boy involved? No, he doesn't care at all. He's just angry I wasn't stealthy enough, and wasn't proper and decent enough. I will prove to him with actual results that the Venetias can establish two sets of order at the same time. One on the table, and one underneath. But what we should prioritize is definitely not this so-called decency. Even if it hurts him and those who trust you. I love him, I do. I gave him everything I have. I think this is the way I can repay him for that, no matter what it takes. And you got one thing wrong, Ingrid. I've never changed. Never changed? Is that so? A tagliatore. The Montano tailor shop no longer offers that service today. This child doesn't need to know about it. Ah, pity. I still remember how elegantly you would solve many of my problems. Montelupe's family were all terrified of the elusive tagliatore. Only one had to write the target's name down on the order sheet. He would be reported dead in the newspapers the next day. You're saying this right in front of Lucino? Was all to repay your kindness. You saved me when I was a young tailor about Lucino's age, and gave me a chance to live in Montelupe. Deserve a decent finale no matter what. You've always been so good to me. Lucino is having a severe headache. They are indeed talking about his very own grandfather, but it doesn't seem to match up with what the old man right before him. Right. So what happened to his parents? Your son, Luca, right? Yes, Luca de Montano. Parents. Lucino seems to have asked Umberto about them before, but the old man always dodged the question. He had tried to read his grandfather's eyes, but the old man only focused on his work. Luca was a good boy, a wonderful, sensible child with a talent for tailoring and willingness to bear any hardship. He was already a pro in his 20s, and the regulars were all fond of him. I had planned to hand over the shop to him. Until one day, his body was discovered in a vehicle leaving the city early in the morning. Next to him was a musical actress, with a little bit of fame in Montelupe, highly coveted by many mafiosi. He eloped with a famous actress? They had a tragic Romeo and Juliet thing? Lucino, your hands are shaking. Perhaps we should slow down. Go fetch the fabric samples. I'll handle it from here. Alright. We're a little bit cruel to the boy. My days out are numbered, senor. I can't protect him forever. Luca's death made me realize something. The blood on my hands can never be wiped clean no matter how many times or the ways I try. The stench of it will only bring misfortune to me and my family. But that boy still fantasizes about serving the so-called somebodies. It's my fault. Be it Senor Antonio, you, or even other Familia wise guys, Lucino will eventually run into mafiosi. He has to know about it. You see Luca's death as punishment for your crimes. As a price I paid. Raise your head, senor, to measure your neck circumference. Nona would sometimes stay at the workshop longer than usual, and his hands would tremble non-stop. He teased Lucino on multiple occasions. The shop would have to close down if Lucino couldn't learn the trade in time. But now, his grandfather's hands are steadier than they have ever been. Well, yeah, he's measuring the neck of one of the great Familia Dons. Lucino watches him pull out the measuring tape. He starts from Venetia's senior's shoulders, and then his arms, chest, waist, and legs. But Lucino knows his Nono's attention has been on him the whole time. Unfortunately, he is not yet ready to accept the truth. After losing Luca, I learned about Lucino's existence. Luca had him fostered at a farm in the countryside. And then I found out how Luca had met the actress through a costume order from the theater. How he hid a forbidden way of life he gradually built for themselves, away from everyone, just to save me from worrying and avoiding inciting more trouble. How he managed to leave a little speck of hope for themselves, and for me. Chino is all I have left from Luca, and my final wish is for him to live. No matter what Senor Antonio or you have planned, I beg you, please don't involve him ever again. No. Lucino does not know how to react. The truth of his parents' demise, his Nono's past, his own future, he drowns within his web of emotions. Please raise your arm. Sure. Senor, I do not ask anything of you. I only have a selfish wish to give this child some time, to let him carefully observe how a tailor works, how to measure, cut cloth, how to respectfully receive clients, and how to stay away from a life he doesn't belong in. Very well. I see you're set on parting from all your history. No need to deliver the suit yourself once you're done. I'll get someone to take it from your sartoria. Umberto, if you ever feel nostalgic and want to return to Montelupe, make sure to remember Il Vecchio is here too. Of course. Grazie mille, signor. Well, negotiations are done. No one died. We're all good. Surely Nono is not gonna die in this plot line. Surely we're not gonna use him as character development for our incumbent 5-star operator. He is a 5-star, right? Lucino's gonna be a 5-star or 4-star. Then again, he is. Grandpa is not a playable character. He has no plot armor whatsoever. So, you have no intentions of letting that ragazzino go? Even if the Dons already agreed to do so. Okay, this motherfucker though. This motherfucker wants to keep Lucino here. Just because he's still a witness. He's a witness to the tires coming out of the truck of Venezia Trucking. Even if the kid swears he won't shoot his mouth off, there's no guarantee City Hall won't hear some ridiculous rumors about him. Lucino's a 5-star dang. I didn't recognize his game. Many family have their eyes on us. I can't afford the risk. Papa will understand. Think about your family too, Ingrid. A wolf asked me to fulfill an agreement we made, and I came back to this country for my daughter. My anger has long ceased to burn for the familia. I act only for my own sake now, Anton. What a shame. Then I'm afraid there's no room for any discussion. Whoa. Oh my god, you're bringing up the wise guys. I thought this was a settled family affair. You think they could hold me off? No, I just need to make sure that the kid keeps his mouth shut. You're gonna kill Lucino? I say as I completely know he has plot armor. Anton, answer this question. When you bailed me out and said you knew who was the culprit behind Lisa's injury, were you telling me the truth? I feel like Anton was the one who caused this. I don't know, man. Absolutely. I've never lied to you, Ingrid. After I sent Lisa away from Syracuse, I investigated the matter myself in secret, and although I found nothing, I always had some suspicions I didn't want to admit was possible. Though, I don't think you'll speak any more on the subject for now at least. Forgive me, but I can't tell you anything right now. No need. I'll find out eventually. Whoa! The blade falls just above Antonio's nose, but he retains his smile. Ingrid, you know there are people watching every move we make in this household. Such indecent behavior from you. Ingrid, please lower your blade for my sake. Is this Poppy? Don Venezia. Long time no see, child. Can Don Venezia become a... Never. I was about to say, can you add him to the list of playable gilfs? But I don't know. Maybe we have too many criminals on Rhodes Island. I think two Venezias are enough. We don't need the whole family. PVST2. Prohibition on revenge. Cut away the past and all ties. Friend and foe. Okay. But we are the biggest criminal. Shush, we don't remember that. We are the biggest criminal on Rhodes Island. That was a different person. Ship of Theseus? That was a completely different person. Senor Antonio, I'm done taking Senor Fabrizio's measurements. We have the fabric he wants in stock, so if we hurry, the suit can be finished in time. We won't interfere in your affairs. Unfortunately, this is all about Lucino. So I think we're getting into a fight right now. Papa. I'll be taking Lucino home now. No. They're definitely not planning on letting us go. Doesn't matter. Just go. I'll take care of it. Senora Venezia, what about you? I'm afraid I have some family affairs to settle. And Don, I think you know what the Don's thinking. Send your men away. You can't settle it like this, Papa. Umberto made a promise. We can't keep our guests in here forever, Anton. But Ingrid, your actions have indeed embarrassed us. Oh, mi scusi. It's important to me that they live. Go. Mama's a badass. Ingrid, I've been hoping to meet you from the moment I stepped into the city. Not like this. We Venetians never point our blades inward. You sure about that? You sure about that? I don't know, man. Antonio has been sus this whole time about who actually orchestrated the attack on Suzerain. Come, Lucino. Oh no. What's the matter? The medicine. I left them in the room inside and the goods I was supposed to deliver. They frisked me when I was brought here, Nono. I'll go retrieve them. Oh, forget it, boy. The Venetian residence is several blocks away from the shop. It's a long way back. Lucino turns around and does not see any mafioso come out of the residence. He feels the old tailor's hand on his shoulder. He can feel the wizened hand trembling, as if he had exhausted his strength during the meeting with the old Venezia earlier. To make matters worse, he realizes his own arms are still so scrawny. If his Nono falls, he might not even manage to hold him up. No. Nothing. Lucino has questions in his head that he can't voice, but suddenly he recalls a vague image in his mind resembling the current walk back home on an equally strange road. Are you gonna tell him about the accident? The car crash? Was he 3 or 4? Huh? He remembers a vehicle driving by the farm. Oh, okay. Flashback. By the farm. An old man jumps down, fails his landing, and falls clumsily. The old man then walks up to him. He stares at the mud on his face, a pair of scissors, and a ruler on his waist, and bursts into tears from fear. The old man panics, frantically trying to soothe him. Okay, this is when Nono came to pick Lucino up at the farm. There were far fewer wrinkles on his face then. The old man takes him by the hand and leads him away from the farm. Uncertain of where they were going, he cries even louder in fear. The noise startles nearby falbies, sending them flying into the distance. Hush, Lucino. Don't cry. Umberto, say something, anything. Nono will tell you a tale. Every hunter runs into a wolf before they go into the wastes. The wolf says, mulberry wood makes sturdy bows, and stones can be sharpened into deadly blades, but you must shed the clothes on you to survive, for it is the only thing that does not belong to the barons. He's telling little Lucino about the story with Vargo? How he met Vargo, probably. You really did stop crying. Did you like the story, Bambino? I know many, many more. Hypergriff, I will be in your walls if by the end of this event, Grandpappy is dead. I will be inside your walls. This man still has a long life to live ahead of him. Supposedly, maybe, as long as he gets his medicine, sure. No. Can you teach me how to sew buttons again? Interesting. We had a whole flashback to reinforce that whatever his Nono was, he's still his Nono. He's still family. And he doesn't really care that his grandfather was a fixer or had a shady past. They're family. So he's willing to let it slide. I'm still glad you're willing to listen to this Vecchio's suggestion to stay here and catch up on old times, Ingrid. I thought you would have left like you did the last time, with your blade in hand without looking back. I also thought traveling to Higashi would bring me calm, but as you could see, I could not escape. From the moment I set foot in here, I knew that it would not be easy to leave. So you are set on leaving, Ingrid. You can try to stop me. The Dawn is right. We Venetians never point our blades inward. The Vulpo takes something out of her coat. Antonio knows too well what it is, the family crest. He received one just like it when he decided to follow Fabrizio. Are you sure? Forgive me. I have a feeling you won't approve of what I want to do next. If this crest is stopping me from untangling the knot in my heart, then I have no other option. You're being selfish, ragazza. I know. Is she gonna tear apart her crest? Why did you throw a stone at me, ragazzina? Accident, I swear. I was trying to hit those stronzi that ran away and then you got in my way. The wound on your face, did they do that to you? They say my ears are big and weird. They say I'm not a lupo and don't belong here in Siracusa. Did you see their injuries? They ended up worse than I did. Why run their mouths if they can't defeat me? I'll pull out their teeth the next time they try me again. You're more lupo than they are. Where's your family? Dead. We came here as refugees, but Papa and Mama encountered a gang brawl, and when they went to ask the government for help. Do you have anywhere else to go? No. Do you want to come with me then? You need me to fight for you? We can talk about that when you're older. My daughter Bella, she's sick and doesn't really come out, so she could use a playmate. If she's fine playing with a Vulpo, I don't mind. That's it. I'm weak. I've been staying here in the park and I can't beat everyone up. Take this. What is it? Familia Venezia's crest. Take it, and you become one of us. But I'm not a lupo. Many in the Familia aren't either. We're even closer to each other than the other Familia. You'll understand in time. Don Senor is pretty cool. Don't hide behind your mother like that. She can block your body, but I can already see your tails. Grandpa and granddaughter action? What is this, fan service? Suzerain! Lily of the Valley herself? My chair keeps sinking. So, this is Lisa. She's a complete contrast to you when you were a girl, Ingrid. Sorry for not telling you before that I brought her back here. The Vecchi at the shrine discovered the child, and I couldn't let her stay in Higashi any longer. Because having the blood of the so-called Ninetales means spending your entire life inside a shrine, living a life like her father, worshipped like a mascot that grants every request. Ridicolo. We're finally getting lore? More Higashi lore outside of a Monster Hunter event? Okay, so they worship Suzerain's father, and he's kept in a shrine. Ninetales. Blood of the Ninetales. You've tidied up a room for her. Once she gets used to the life here, she could go to school with the other children in the Familia. I hope Lisa will stay far away from the farce in Higashi, but I don't want her to learn the so-called Syracusan way to survive either. Arrange this with Anton and hire professional teachers for her. Music, literature, art, astrology, originium arts. Let her study whatever she likes. You're not mad at me? Still here, Ingrid. Has your blade slowed? Have you completed fewer missions? No. Then you remain the most reliable person to take over my responsibilities. See. Besides, I find myself fond of this Bambina. So the most important thing to do right now is to show her I'm not scary. Grandpa! He's just a mob lord, but he's grandpa to Suzerain. Still nothing. I snapped the tendons in that strong Zos limbs and tail, but he still refused to confess who planned the assassination. He just kept saying he didn't know anything. Same as the other 17 before him. 17? Goddamn! Holy shit! Best family head so far? Yes. We do excuse a little bit of crimes if it's the name of suzerain. We do excuse a little bit of bone breaking if it's in the name of suzerain. Lisa just fell asleep a moment ago. Her orthopathy is quite severe. The crystals have spread to her shoulder. There's no need for you to look after her yourself. I've taken my precautions. Besides, she got infected because of me. Ingrid, you've been silent on this. Lisa's an innocent girl. She doesn't know how bad things are outside, and she can instinctively pick up the tension inside the house. When you went to rescue Antonio, she wanted to stay with me so you could worry less. She's a grandpa's girl! The people from Rhodes Island are here. So, you already found a better place for her. The Familia can find the best orthopathy doctor for Lisa. You didn't have to contact that Rhodes Island company behind my back. Ingrid, there's no need for the two of you to leave. Senora Cecilia will visit Tanni herself tomorrow. The Tancredis and the Venetias will have no choice but to sit at the negotiation table. You need to wipe my name off the Familia records by then. Insist I was expelled, like how the Tancredis refused even at the brink of death to acknowledge they planned your assassination. I remember discussing this before. Indeed. I'm sorry, Don Venezia. The family crest, take it back. No, Ingrid. Keep it. I have approved of you taking revenge for Lisa. I am fond of her. Why else do you think no one from the Familia has stopped you these past few weeks? We are family, Ingrid. And now, the crest is about to go bye-bye. We are family. This emblem has been a blessing from you, but also a shackle for me. How is she doing at Rhodes Island? She's considered an employee now. A few years ago, she even went to Lithuanian and helped them investigate an incident about missing infected. Twilight of Volomon mention? Wait a minute, is that... Hold up. They remember? Hypergriff remembers that the Twilight of Volomon happened? She even kept it a secret from me and never mentioned it in her letters. I talked to her friends when I came to see her, and they were all saying how well she did on that mission. She didn't want to make you worry. Wait, you talked to her friends? You talked to... what was her face? The broken 4-star. The broken magenta-haired 4-star. I forgot. Goddamn, I haven't played IS in so long. I forgot the staples. The one with Morty. If she is willing to come back, I won't stop her. You know I'm not here to reminisce about old times. Perhaps you had many plans for me when you insisted on keeping this Familia emblem. Ingrid glances at Antonio, standing silently on the side. Keep it, Ingrid. Papa was telling me about how we could all visit Montelupe together after Carnivale is over. Anton, it's still too early for that. Didn't you say Senora Cecilia might relent? She used to loathe Carnivale, and now it's back in Siracusa with a brand new look. Compared to that, Ingrid's violations are not even worth mentioning. I mean, it's been 6 years. Familia Tancredi today is no longer worthy of Senora Cecilia's concern. In these 6 years, I used a single vehicle factory I held on to and ate up all of their business in Tanni. Senora Cecilia values results, so I showed her. Is that how you see it, Anton? Yes, Papa. Antonia's done very well by your side. The Familia no longer needs me here. Anton, after Bella's passing, I could feel him becoming wary of me. How much value did he have as a son-in-law after Bella's death? It's probably what he was thinking at the time. How he got himself so busy after. Son-in-law? He married Bella? Papa, I don't want to give you too much pressure. You already have enough territory, even in this newly built Nuovo Volsini. You've done very well, Anton. Seeing Ingrid leave and Bella die, what I truly care about is the few family I have left. After all, I am an old man. I don't want to lose any of you anymore. Giga Chad? Venezia Senior is such a Giga Chad. Casually takes in any scrub from the street, treats them as family, cares about his family more than expanding his territory and influence. My mans. Also, he's a criminal, but who cares about that? Ingrid looks at the old man whose hair has turned entirely gray. Does not say anything else. Whoa! She puts the crest on the table. Ingrid, you heard what he said. At least for now. Ingrid turns around and leaves before Antonio can finish. Okay, she didn't break it. She just gave the crest back. Mi dispiace, Don Venezia. I know it's hard for you, but I can't do it. Ingrid. There's never been much I could do for you besides killing. But even the best killer is still just a killer, not Venezia Jr. Antonio fits that role much better than I can, so departure won't be such a big loss. You must have realized in the past 6 years, deep inside, you're disappointed with me. But wasn't I disappointed too, when I failed to find out the truth about her injury? Oripathy is incurable. You know better than anyone else why I came back to Siracusa. I intend to find the culprit I couldn't track down 6 years ago, and end his life. That's the only thing I want to do. But you know what it means to abandon the emblem and leave. Yes, we might end up as oppositions. This motherfucker in the background, just hidden within the shadows, listening to this conversation. By leaving the family, she's like, if my investigations turn out that that the culprit came from inside the Venezia family, it's no hold bars. I can't guarantee that I won't harm any of the Venezians. Even so, I'll make things decent for your sake. This is the only thing I can promise you. If Venezias cannot hold the blade against each other's, then a Venezia, Vulpes Folia, is no more. Papa, I can try to talk to her some more. No. The old man runs his fingers over the familiar crest, puts it in his chest pocket. You all know what kind of person she is. She's not easily swayed when she's set on something. I'll keep this emblem for now. When she comes to her senses, I'll return it to her. Keep a low profile for now. Consider it keeping me company at home. But the company, do not trust the subordinates you hired yourself. I have a hiccup? Understand. I may not interfere with your work here in the city, but it doesn't mean I'm in the dark. Umberto de Montano is an old friend of mine, and he always acted with decency. So leave them be. Yes, Papa. I heard that Ingrid asked you about how Lisa got hurt. Did you find out the truth? Just some clues. So much time has passed after all. Is that so? Anton, there are some matters you could judge on your own to be right or wrong. When it involves the Familia's reputation, think carefully before you act. Yes, Papa. Does Papa know? Does he have an inkling?
Antonio, we got news. According to the intel from Capone and Gambino, we found the lost shipment at the port.
You did? Did Lapland light the thing on fire? I thought she lit the truck on fire.
Oh, but someone stuffed it in a parade float and set it on fire.
Yep, there we go.
Who did it? Not sure. The cops took the truckers' union boss away for investigation. The one called Irini. She...
Huh. Oh, was it Lapland or Irini who lit the truck on fire? Either way, we'll get back to it. PV-5 to new life. Our strengths and our weaknesses, our livelihoods. Wait, that was PVSC2, right? I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, that was PVSC2. PV-5. Oh, why are we in the woods? Oh, fangs. Hold up. Old Vasily was a valiant emperor. Some say that even after the age of 80, he would don his crown and head to battle. Ursus had suffered a crushing defeat deep in the snowfields. The bodies were churned into the snow, the corpses piled into walls. The emperor screamed bloody vengeance, his anger louder than the howling wind. The surviving officers surrounded his tent, but the crown shone bright, so bright that the people could only shout their reverence for him. A sudden fierce gust from the north blew the tent open. Only then did everyone dare to raise their eyes and look forward. The crown had fallen on the ground. No longer was there an emperor on the snowfields. It is said that in the end, old Vasily was trampled to death by the crown. The countless nameless soldiers kneeling outside his tent, none knew of the name, the Slayer of Crowns, or from where they came. Crown Slayer! Oh! We finally got Crown Slayer into the mix!
Yeah!
There she is!
Oh, this is the first time I've heard you tell that story in Syracuse. So you got the name Crown Slayer out of a book? What's that book called again?
Truth and Justice.
Sounds complicated. I thought books like that were all chunky doorstoppers about big ideas, but you're saying it's from a storybook.
No, it's not. The stories inside aren't for entertainment, but to get people thinking. What is truth? What is justice? Lyudmila. So, Lyudmila is from Ursus. Let's give her the old Ursus accent. Should they be considered the same? Should they be set against each other? Who gets to be the ones who define them? Which side of the scale do we believe we're on? Or maybe they don't exist in real sense, just like our reunion is over. In the end, the only time they're of any use are when putting together a lovely little list of justifications.
Before you told me this story, all I wanted to ask was where we should head next.
I was just about to say, this is where we part, friend. If we keep going straight this way, you'll come out of the woods and spot some old nomadic city tracks. There's likely to be a Lithuanian border patrol teams nearby, or possibly Syracusan cargo ships passing through. Watch out for them. You made it through Chernobog and Longman. Avoiding them shouldn't be too difficult for you.
Out of a team of 30, I'm the last man standing. Why can't we just stay here, Crown Slayer?
If we stay here any longer, we'll just become targets for those in power. That or be forced to become cannon fodder again. Since you guys didn't want to follow 9, I'll be the one seeing you off. Okay. So they've split from Reunion. They're on their own. This is the last thing I can do last thing I can do for you.
But where will you go? You'd be on your own too, wouldn't you?
I'll wander. I'll check out a few things. I'll think a bit. Before I left Syracuse, my master told me
to not go back to Ursus to seek revenge. I was too weak, knew too little, but I didn't listen to her. Might be time to return now. I'd like to see her again. Maybe she could give me some other suggestions, ways for me to get stronger.
Oh, this was before she discovered her master slain. Okay, was it the Slater again? Was it red? Was it red or Luna Cub? I think it was red. It was red.
What was your master like? She's from one of the old Syracusan family. She was strong in battle, yet also one of the wisest people I knew. She taught me a lot. Syracusa, eh? Well, that's long ways away. Look at this bonfire out here among the snow, friend. Once it could ignite the anger of the infected. It could spark the dream of the reunion. Could set all of Ursus ablaze. But now, all it does is keep us warm. Here's the last thing I have to say to you. Forget Tallulah. Forget Chernobog. Forget Lungmen. Forget Reunion. Forget us. If you choose to leave, then leave it all behind you. Hell, forget the crystals growing on your body. Maybe if you forget everything, you can go home. Though we both chose to leave, I always felt you and I weren't alike. You look like you're the type of person who knows a lot, and you've read a lot of books. At times, I feel like you, the captain, and Tallulah are all pretty similar. I meant more like... Oh, when I was little, my grandpapa always said people who read too much were easily led astray. Anyway, never mind. See you later, Ground Slayer. Best of luck to you. Looks like you're gonna need it.
It is red? Yep. Well, good thing Red and Crown Slayer are gonna be at the Carnivale. Surely the Fangs won't threaten each other at the throat? All of them? Rhodes Island operators! Goddamn, calm the fuck down. All of you have plot armor. This whole game with the Beast Lords is kind of getting silly at this point. Majority of the Fangs we've seen are Rhodes Island operators. How are we going to explain this on our HR sheets this month?
Ugh, my tail's all wet. Nothing's changed at all. Neither these filthy streets nor this damned rain. Don't know what it is, but even though the snow in Ursus can kill people, the rain here is somehow more unpleasant. Hope there's a hairdryer at my master's place.
And here we go.
Maestro! The thick, inescapable stench of blood. Her teacher lies face up on the ground, fresh blood still flowing outward and spreading. A small knife has been dropped nearby. Yudmila tries to approach and stifle her teacher's still bleeding wound. She finds herself unable to move a single step, unable to even tear away her gaze. From the shadows wafts an aura that is both familiar and terrifying to her. A wolf with gray hair, wearing a red hoodie. The true wolf is dead. I did as grandmother asked. It's you. What have you done? I am a wolf hunter. I do as grandmother asks. The true wolf is dead. The true wolf did not fight.
They're too old yet.
Why? Why? Why has this girl wearing a red hoodie chased after her, haunted her from Yan to Siracusa? You... Who the hell... Who the hell are you?
Well, this is unfortunate. Yudmila silently looks at the fire in front of her. This burning duffel bag, her master interred within. She did not sleep at all that night. She thinks about how she used salt and water to scrub away the bloodstains in the room.
how she dragged her master's corpse out into the wilds under the cover of the incessant rain. She was stick thin before she died. Lyudmila barely had to exert herself. Lyudmila never forgot how she met her master. There was blood everywhere. Her uncle, her only living relative, his family, his servants, their corpses strewn across the entire house.
Hey, yo! Did Red kill all of them?
The one who sent her to Siracusa told her that her uncle had control of the businesses on a couple of streets. Not a powerful man per se, but in a small Syracusan town, it would have been enough to let her live comfortably. Before she could even get used to her new life, a simple originium bomb smashed through the windows. In the chaos, her arm was gashed. She trembled in fear as she cowered under the bed. So that's how Crownslayer got infected. There was no difference between the gangsters rushing into the house and the Ursa's guard charging into the lab. She felt like she was back in Chernobog, back that night she lost her father. Only when everything finally went quiet did Lyudmila dare to leave her room. The gangsters too were lying down in pools of blood. The only ones alive in the house were her and the lowliest of her uncle's servants. Oh wait, no, she's flashbacking. If memory served correctly, the servant was already living out by the gate, in charge of sending and receiving letters. The only time she would limp into the house was to deliver the mail to her masters. She would always tiptoe across the carpet so as to not make too loud of a noise. Another gang vendetta. Your uncle upset them. I'm about to head off. Do you have anywhere else to go? Did you kill all these bad guys? If I didn't, you and I would be both dead. Why didn't you save them when it all started? I thought they were here for me. With this body of mine, I need to wait for them to get close before I can do anything. You're scary but amazing. Can I go with you? Do you want revenge for your uncle? You weren't that close to him, and I remember that the one who sent you here wanted you to live a peaceful life. Well, I suppose that's not happening anymore. Lyudmila, do you know what it means to be my student? I've become decrepit and weak now. Are you still willing to be my student and my tool? We will both regret it, Ragazza. I won't. All you have to do is teach me. Teach me how to hold a knife, how to get revenge. I won't regret it. A knife? No. You're not ready for a knife just yet. First, learn how to light the fire. Burn down this house and everything in it, so that nobody can find us. Fire hides everything, Lyudmila. She chose to deal with her master's corpse using the very first trick she taught her. But now what? After leaving Reunion, she spent 2 years making her way back to Siracusa. All to lose, the last home she could return to in barely a day. The fire is extinguished. The morning breeze blows away the last of the ashes. There is no trace of it left in the wilderness. Where should you go next, Lyudmila?
To Nova Volsini, that's where! She wants revenge on Red? That's too bad, dog. That's too bad. Red's a playable character.
I want revenge. Found you. Were you looking for me? It's not that hard finding a killer from outside in this city. You stand out a lot. Don't block my way. Don't you dare think of running! Before we start, I've got a question for you. Why? My master never mentioned an enemy like you. Why would someone hanging out with Kelsey know her? The true wolf must die. These are the rules of the game. What game? What the hell are you talking about? I don't care who you are. You killed the last of my family, and so I'll make you pay. You're too weak. You can't beat me. We're both 5 stars. You must turn into a 6-star.
Wait, no, you're still in NPC jail. You've yet to be a 6-star. Crown Slayer lore is accurate to someone who always loses Project Red. Don't underestimate me. You just managed to get a sneak attack off last time. Don't think you managed to scare me. Well, there you go. You're in my way. Stop following me. Get back here. I'm not letting you go. Kazo! Kazo? I don't know how to pronounce that. An unfamiliar city, unfamiliar food. It's strange, but it's fine. What? Come on, dog! You've got quick reflexes, I'll give you that. It's you again. Like I said, I'll make you pay. Even when she becomes playable, somehow her skill 1, a skill that only works exactly like Project Red's skill 1, is weaker than Project Red. Damn, dog. Didn't have to do it to her like that. Grrr, bear's teeth. Angry? Good. Show me what you've really got. This poor restaurant owner! Hey! I don't care what family you are with. You wanna fight? Do it outside. Not my restaurant! There's a bad smell and strange sounds. What? Danger. No shot, they were at the scene of the crime. Wait a minute, how many... Was everyone at the scene of the crime? So they're witnesses too? That strange person. Bro, everyone's just getting dragged into this whole conspiracy. I don't even think it was on purpose that someone tried to kill Vigil. At this point, it was just Lapland's shitty taxi driving that led to the truck accident. Everyone is here. It's like, whoa, who tried to kill Vigil? Sorry, it was me. I was just a shitty driver. You, how much longer are you willing to follow me? I told you already. Until I kill you or you kill me. You've tried lots of times. You can't kill me. And now you're tired. Then, kill me already. The exhausted Reproba collapses onto the ground before she falls unconscious. She grabs on tight onto the red-clad Lupo's pants. You look really pathetic. Even more pathetic than all the times we push you into the pit. They want you. They want to make you think that Red actually did the deed and sliced her throat. Nah, dog. Come on. Come on. Gotta be high if you think they're gonna kill a playable character. Surely. Oh, we're back with some air? Hey, what happened? You alright? You found her? Get back here. Don't go. My truck broke down. Couldn't go even if I wanted to. Why are you lying down here? Are you hurt? Got anyone I could call? No, none. What did you say? Can't understand a word of that mumbling. Let me get that mask off you. Let you breathe a lot easier. Oh, wow. There's crystals in your mouth. That's a pretty serious infection. A homeless infected, huh? What am I to do with you? Man, the first time I decide to run a long-haul job for the association and this happens. I guess we're both out of luck. Parte 3. La Sfortunata. The Unlucky. So Samir found her. So that was still the night of the accident. Which means... Crown's lair should be at Samara's place. Surely. What's going on here, Samir? Who is this? I don't know either. I was driving my truck when the engine blew a gasket and I noticed this kid lying down on the ground. Scared the hell out of me. Thought I hit her. She fainted out in the wilds on her lonesome. Kept saying that she was looking for someone in a red hoodie. I couldn't just leave her out there, so I brought her here. Back. Looking for me? I've got no idea who she is here. Who she is, though. Red hoodie? Seems like she's an unlucky loner to me. Think that we could let her stay in our camp. Considering how busy we've been lately, having another pair of hands would be nice. She was the mysterious woman that they were talking about a few chapters ago. You know, every member of the association has to go through a strict background check, Samir. Is this... Union lady? An infected person of unknown origin like her. What if she has something to do with the family? The doctor said her condition's stable, so once she's set up, send her on her way. Oh, alright then. This Ragazza's Fortunata sure is holding that knife of hers real tight. Someone might get hurt. Let's get that off of her. Don't touch me! Nope, this is not the red hoodie that she was looking for. She's looking for red. You're awake. You. Ludmilla looks at the woman standing in front of her, gives her blurry eyes a good need or two. Sorry. Where am I? Nova Volsini's Truckers Union. Oh, so you saved me. Thanks. Don't mention it. Our members aren't the type to leave an unconscious girl to fend off herself in the wilds. But now you're awake, we can't help you much further than that. We'll give you something to eat, but you'll have to go after you're done. See her fed, Samir. Thanks for the help. I'll be going then. No need to rush, youngster. I wanted to ask you something, just to be safe. You're not with Familia, are you? It's been many years since I've heard that word. Figured. You don't look like the sort who have anything to do with them. Don't worry about it. Aileen's just real worried about the wise guys getting their claws into the association. She's got a lot on her mind. It's not like she has it out for you specifically. She was the one who paid for the doctor to give you a checkup when I brought you back here even. Thanks. I get it. I'm not going to cause you guys any trouble. I just need some time to think about what to do next. You know how to drive? I've driven a truck in Ursus. Does that count? Okay. But the last time we saw her, she apparently took a truck with her. Red. A quiet whisper, and at the same time, an equally gentle caress. Like leaves gently falling on grass, the wind that reaches the leeward slopes of the wilds is free of danger. Once surrounded by whispers and caresses like this, she slept. She grew. On Rhodes Island, none dared treat her this way. None could treat her this way. Not even Kelsey. Grandma? Ooh, it's Grandma. Can't you see clearly anymore, Grandma? Like I told you before, my eyes were devoured by wolves. These glasses are just for show. Only once their eyes are gouged out and placed back into Grandma's sockets can I see you again, Red. Hey, yo, that's kinda dark. Can't you give me a hug, Grandma? My arms were swallowed whole by wolves. You must chop off their limbs and bring them to Grandma so I can hug you again. Hey, yo! What is this fucked up version of Little Red Riding Hood? Your eyes are gone, and I need them back to see you with. Your arms are gone, and I need them back to hug you with.
Can't you teach me how to sing again, Grandma? I do wish to continue teaching you, but the wolves are always howling, and I dare not to startle them. Why did you take so long to find me, Grandma? There are simply too many wolves, Red. They are hiding themselves along the side of the road. You must cut off their hides and make Grandma some clothes with them.
Hey, yo!
Are you really going to disappear, Grandma? That depends on if you could help Grandma, my sweet child. I found a wolf in Lungmen. A fake one, but she had the smell of a true wolf on her. I haven't found anything new since then. Well, actually, I haven't been looking, Grandma. Oh, I don't blame you, Red. You're the most well-behaved, kindest child in all of the land. I'm not. I passed out on my first wolf hunt. I was too weak. Kelsey found me in the grass and saved me. When I was with her, she told me about a lot of things I didn't know about. What is protection? What is murder? What is suffering? What is happiness? What can I learn? What can I do? There's a lot of questions, and they're all really hard. I don't get them. Suffering, happiness. It's all because I didn't take good care of you. On the contrary, it's me who needs your help. If you're an unhappy child, you could stay at Rhodes Island. I don't have much time left. You can forget Grandma. Forget your life as a wolf hunter.
What is this gaslighting girl bossing? Red opens her eyes. The windows and doors to her room are shut tight. Not even a wisp of wind can help its way inside. This is the third time this night she has awoken to the same dream.
Grandma needs me. I promised Kelsey, if I want to leave Rhodes Island, I need to tell her. But Kelsey's not here. She went to a place called Tremens or something, a city far, far away.
Tremens? She's in Colombia! Hold up, this is weird in the timeline. Okay, so this is during Lone Trail. Hey, yo!
I should wait. No, I can't wait. Grandma can't wait.
And now we're back to the present.
I smell a wolf. Not many true wolves left. They're here. Hurting Grandma is just a game to them. And the rules of my game says I should kill them. Grandma is still waiting for me.
Red, look, man. All I'm saying, I think Grandma is gaslight gatekeeping girl bossing you a bit too hard. Carnivale Participant A. For this extraordinary night, I sharpen my claws. For a swift hunt, I bare my fangs. For unrestrained festivities, I fight to my last. Only when the last one of us stands can the game reach its end. Why are we this way? Because we are wolves. Yep, okay. So my intuition that the Carnivale was like a passed down tradition from the ancient game of the Beast Lord Wolves was correct. My man! Hey yo! Hey yo! It's Emperor! I forgot he was performing during the Carnivale. The acting's pretty meh, but it's always nice to support street art. Check out these lights in the Decker, and those tunes.
Emperor, what are you doing here?
Hey, you here too, ain't you, wolf pup?
party like this needs a genius like me. No shit, I'm here. Take a good look, Agnes. These kids know a party better than you.
Did you come here for the party or for Agnes?
Agnes might have taught you a lot, kid. Did she ever tell you a party's a good place to see old friends? Cha-cha. My man! Emperor here with that hyper-killer stare. Friends list full of 100 no matter where. Grab a gun, shoot you dead, he don't care. What'd you think?
You're just singing random words.
Improvisation! It's called improv, girl. Agnes, don't tell me you didn't teach your kid what kind of music the people crave.
Don't badmouth her. Agnes is amazing. She taught me many nicer songs than yours.
Oh yeah? What else did she teach you?
Lots of things. How to light a fire, how to find places to sleep, how to hold a bow, how to use a knife, how to hunt, and how to bleed my prey afterwards.
Yeesh. What's with all the fighting and killing?
She also taught me about which way the wind blows, what flowers smell like, and how to talk to tusk beasts. She taught me how to talk to humans and how to live with them.
You know, you might just have the gift of the gab there.
He's calling her a yapper.
Unlike that red one. She says half a word and folks are already on edge.
Agnes also told me that humans' carnivals are a lot of fun, and how I can be happy and free in the city, just like out in the wilds.
Sounds like she taught you a lot. You're lucky. The other fangs don't get a chance to learn all that.
The other fangs.
I meant the rest of the pack and their fangs. You listen to one word coming out of their mouths and you lose it. Tell the truth, Agnes, if it wasn't for all that urgent business, I wouldn't have wanted to have anything to do with you and Senor de Lupi or whatever you call yourselves. I know, the wolf pack's a bunch of stubborn, savage losers. There ain't no getting out of this family reunion for the two of you.
Agnes's family.
My will is not enough to avert the entire pack's gaze. The hell you talking about, Agnes? What happened to the old breaking free from this road and starting a new life? The game is a collective decision of the pack. Before it ends, we cannot be distracted by other matters. This is our nature. Why are we back at that boring-ass game of yours? To go against nature, our nature is an endless climb. Talk about pain in the ass! Seriously, I don't want to ever talk to y'all ever again. I try to have a normal conversation, but you guys always want to bring it back to nature or whatever.
Agnes said this game must have a winner.
You dumbass mangy mutt, I take back everything good I ever said about you.
I love Emperor, dog. I love Emperor, dude.
Ah, forget it. You thought this kid so much about the outside world, don't tell me you still thinking about sending her into a death match with the other fangs. You didn't ask me to get her to Rhodes Island just so she could die today, did you?
None of the other beast lords like the wolves, Lamau? They think they're all crazy, having this death game.
You were so worried about keeping her safe, then get her back ass to Rhodes Island.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Don't keep running around for no good reason.
Rhodes Island.
Whoa! When the hell did these tusk beasts come? Who are you trying to scare, flashing your grills like that?
They're scared. They can smell the fangs. I smell them too. The wolves are here.
We kind of saw also, we saw the Egyptian beast lords and also Dolly in the gameplay of this event. Are they gonna show up for the Carnivale? Hold up.
Hey, what the? What's a big idea shoving that freezing can of salt soda in my face? Scared the crap out of me. You get way too involved with Lyudmila's stories. So, what happened next? This Tallulah lady, the Crown Slayer managed to kill her in the end.
She got the new drip. Hey, yo. Still, probably one of my favorite designs in all of Arknights. We're back to year 1 tech wear, baby.
No, Crown Slayer didn't kill her.
Shame. Imagine staying by Tallulah side the entire time but never realizing your so-called leader was an evil dragon spewing lies. A lot of lives would have been saved. Say, if this Crown Slayer didn't kill Tallulah or the Emperor Ursus, why take that name? Easy for you to say. We're talking about an emperor and an evil dragon here. You ever killed anyone, Romy? Wait, you couldn't have, could you? I mean, when you worked for the Borgias. I've never done anything of the sort. I was just their night driver. They're not gonna ask a guy like me to kill someone. Considering how crappy your driving is, would the Dons really have picked you to drive them out around at night? Night driving. This sort of familiar lingo I don't know. It means exactly what it sounds like. Driving at night. You're talking like a police officer. I'm telling you, it's all in the past now. Oh, now that you mention it, Romy, you've been getting into more tickets lately. It's Carnivale. The whole city is packed full with both people and cars. You know that, man. Oh, and just so you know, I used to drive around a nomadic city full of ruins while trying to hide from a catastrophe. I'm a great driver. Fuck you. I'm getting too into it. Still stuck in one of Ludmila's stories, huh? Speaking of which, those stories are just ones you heard from Ursus, right? You go into so much detail, it's almost like they were actually about you. These bozos. Look at you guys, drinking the soda she bought you, listening to her stories, now bothering her with questions. Didn't your mom ever teach you manners? Oh, got me there, Somer. Sorry, Ludmila. It's fine. You know you don't need to treat us every week, right? How long has it been since you came to our camp? 3 months? 4?
Wait, what? Huh? Okay, I was just putting together the timeline in my head. It was 4 months prior to the actual event starting that they found her, and she's been here since. She didn't arrive here during the night of the accident. She's been here for a while now. Got it. Just making sure. Not too sure myself, but it's been a while now. Which means she's all ready for the Carnivale, and the Fangs are all here.
We pay you a wage, but you always end up giving it all back to us. Why not listen to my advice and save some for the future so you could start a business?
You've all got families to feed. Me, I'm flying solo. Don't have anything else to spend that money on anyway aside from this sick-ass drip. Besides, I'm one Ragazza's Fortunata. Even if I save it all, it's likely to sprout wings and fly away.
Oh, don't be like that.
Look, it's just 2 crates of salt soda. I actually wanted to treat you guys some beer for the weekend. But since you guys will be busy with that film shoot at Court Square tonight, you'll have time to make do with the soda.
This was from before the accident.
If you're still thirsty, feel free to take more.
I'll have a couple more then.
This gets its own CG.
Here, not gonna try one yourself, considering you're the one that brought them. Oh, didn't realize you haven't had one yet. Well, just how many bottles are you trying to have, man? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm good. Look, everyone knows Ludmila. Although I wouldn't say we don't completely mind. To tell you the truth, when I took off your mask, it scared the hell out of me. We understand that. As an infected, you're probably more worried than us about spreading it around. Don't blame Romy and the others for pestering you with questions. They don't mean anything about it. They just want to get to know you a little better. Don't be a stranger, Ludmila.
The setting sun dyes the grass of the camp and the driver's faces a deep red. Samara leans against the back of the truck, stretching his hand out to her. The other drivers look at her, nary a wint of wariness on their smiling faces. Can you get drunk off salt soda? The reprobate wonders as she furrows her brow. After a short moment of silence, she lowers her mask and takes the proffered bottle of soda from him. What is a reprobate again? I know she has a tail, and she seems mammalian. But I don't know what exactly her Arknight species is. What is a reprobate? Is it related to a canine of some sort? She has a foxy looking tail. She's a hyena. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She's a hyena. Wait, does she have a penis? Never mind. Hold up. Questions to ask and forbidden questions to ask about hyenas? Does she? Vine boom?
Alright, it's nearly showtime. Time to pack things up and drive over to the court square.
Who knows?
Irini was real clear about how strict the filming schedule is. Even stricter than our dispatch timetables. We can't be late or we'll be causing City Hall a whole lot of trouble. Oh, what about Irini herself? She said she wanted to go talk with Judge Lavinia about qualification audits for new drivers. Oh yeah, Samer! You're really not coming along. It's easy, you just need to drive your truck and follow along. Make a big scene, City Hall's even paying us even more than a day's wage to do it. I've been driving a little too much lately. Now that I've finally got some spare time, I want to catch up on some Z's.
Little did he know, he's going to be part of a huge conspiracy.
How about you, Ludmila?
I've got something to take care of, so I'll be hanging back too.
Suit yourself. We'll be off then. Finally.
And then he takes the truck, and the timetable of events finally falls into place. Once the convoy of trucks has left, and night slowly washes over the camp, Samer, all on his lonesome, goes into his own truck. He starts the engine, but before he even closed the door, a figure already sat in the passenger seat. Seat belt fastened and all. There was a second passenger? You mean he wasn't alone in the truck?
It was Crown Slayer! Ludmila.
Thought you were going to catch some Z's. Not much of a night drive with an empty passenger seat, eh?
Ludmila, I really...
He probably shouldn't be here. He's doing some shady dealings with the Venezio family. Wait, no. Saluzos? Venetios? Who was the one? One of these families was doing shady shit. No, it's not the Venetios because they have their own trucking co. It was the other family. Was it the Saluzos? What was it again you said? Don't be a stranger, Samer. Interesting. So as of now, about everyone, every single asshole was there at the scene of the accident. Okay. To new life. Wait, was that before or after? Or are we going to the next chapter? Hold up. Sometimes I forgot. Okay. Here we go. What's going on, Samer?
I don't know either. I was just driving my truck when the engine blew a gasket, then I noticed this kid lying down by the road. Scared that...
Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Repeat. Sometimes I get too into things and I forget which chapter we're on. Vengeance and I. Probably the last one of the day. New lives become embroiled in trouble. Old foes return, and the rage of the fallen is reignited. PV-6. Can we finally get to the Carnivale? November 5th. Day of the accident.
That's the gist of it, Ludmila. Told you everything I know.
What are you up to delivering for the Venetias? Oh, it is for the Venetias. Okay.
It's a batch of tires tonight.
Why do they need the tires to begin with? Because the whole reason why everyone's so shady about this whole accident wasn't just because it involved a quote-unquote attempted assassination at Vigil, but also he was smuggling tires for the Venetias. What were the Venetias doing with them? Aside, I don't know, run their trucking business with the tires. Why were they so scared that they kidnapped Lucino for the tires?
It's usually stuff for making vehicles, originium engines, steel alloys, things like that. At times, there's also frozen fins, frozen meat, booze, meds.
Oh, so it's just general smuggling for the Venetians. Okay. Well, that answered my question quick.
It's pretty common in other Syracusan cities. Goods the family don't buy have to go through normal customs, so they save a lot on taxes. But here in Nova Volsini...
I get it. No need to go into detail.
Alright.
This isn't your first time, is it?
Lyudmila, did you hang back from joining tonight's film shoot because of me?
What do you think?
When did you figure me out? Why the hell do you keep following us? Sorry, but Ruggiero and I have been really busy here. Would you mind leaving?
So busy that you can't even stop for a cup of coffee? Come on, Samer or Ruggiero, lighten up. This is Nuova Volsini. We're all citizens here and we're gonna be rubbing shoulders for quite a while longer. Gotta talk to one another, you know. Or how about we set up a cafe across from your camp? With that many drivers, businesses would be booming and it'd be easy for us to meet up. What the hell's going on? Where's this smoke coming from? My eyes! Ah! Merda, which one of you stronzi hit me? Oh! Huh? Samer, Ruggiero!
We don't know who did it either. We're all the way over here and we haven't moved an inch. You know we can't do arts.
I heard the reason why this plate was put on the border of the city is... And why City Hall didn't do anything with it until they let us set up our camp is because it used to. Well, stop talking crap already, I let you off this time. Is that... Did they... Chekhov's gun. Why did they feel the need to mention that this plate kinda acts up a bit and spoofs smoke? Surely that isn't gonna come back later in the story.
And now I remember. We never had a chance to know you better until you helped us out of that bind that time. Everyone started to talk to you, asking you what the hell your mysterious arts were, your experiences in Ursus.
A familiar associate's not going to come looking for you just because they don't look like the look on your face. They kept pestering you after that. Why didn't you tell me, Samer? Does Irini know? Chick said.
I need to get Godi her treatment and bring her to Nova Volsini. I need this money, Lyudmila.
The smoke is Clown Slayer's arts. Oh, she saved them from that mobster. I get it.
And what use would telling you have been? They're a pack of rabid wolves who won't give up until they catch their prey. I'm not going to bring that sort of trouble onto the association. We're a band of brothers and sisters living together, but we're just ordinary people, nothing more.
The faces of the drivers flash through Lyudmila's mind one after another. She doesn't say anything. They're her new family now, ever since reunion.
Hey, you didn't tell Lyudmila, did you? Don't worry, she's still in her tent right now. She's never taken off that mask since she arrived here, and she sometimes frowns when... breaks my heart, it does. You telling me? I've been holding back from smoking these past few days since she's been around. It's killing me.
Oh, these guys are sweet.
Quick, light one up already. Lyudmila! Scusa, we're about to do a night delivery, so we were just having a pre-drive smoke to pick ourselves up or not. No smoking is fine, we'll put them out right away.
If you want to smoke, go ahead. No need to hide it from me.
Huh? Well, everyone thought you wore the mask because you've got a weak throat or something. Your crystals are in a pretty peculiar place, you know. Us drivers smoke a lot, so we thought.
You're overthinking things.
Well, we just hope you like it here, Lyudmila.
They're all so nice to her!
You'd better get off and wait at that intersection coming up. We're about to arrive, and there'll be trouble with the Venetias if I show up with a rando in tow. Lyudmila.
Enough. I got on your truck, so I'll stick with you all the way.
Thanks, Lyudmila. No matter what happens, I'm lucky to have you with me.
You've been listening to this song on a loop for a while now? Not tired of it?
Of course not. A Chance Encounter is an amazing song, and Sora's got one hell of a singing voice. Sora!
She's super famous in Syracuse. She got sold out she got sold out shows all over. She's famous.
It's the hottest new single this week. There's a new interview saying that she recorded it just for the Carnivale. A Chance Encounter. Now, I'm not a cultured man, but these words, don't you think they're about people like us? You're going to leave, aren't you, Lyudmila?
What?
You said you didn't have any family or friends left in Syracuse, and no place to go. Everyone at camp will be happy to have someone as interesting as you stick around. Eirini and I have talked over it before, but I feel like you're not going to stay with us at the Union forever. There's doubt in your eyes, and hate, but I don't know who they're for. Do you still remember what you were like when you first saw Eirini?
I don't remember anything worth mentioning. I woke up in the camp, and you and Eirini were standing in front of me.
The moment you saw her, your expression changed in an instant, though it went back really quick. You thought she was someone else, didn't you?
If I had a nickel for two characters in this event that both had red hoods, I'd have 2 nickels. I might have been a bit lightheaded when I woke up. A Lupa woman wearing a red hoodie, protective gear around the neck. Eirini really does remind me of someone I hate. Doesn't matter if it's in Yan or Syracuse. Every time I run into that girl, I get struck by a bout of bad luck.
So that's how it is. I'm not going to ask you if those stories of Ursus or ones you've heard from elsewhere or ones you've experienced yourself, Lyudmila. No need for us to argue over who's more unlucky in life either. This really is a chance encounter between two sfortunati. Eirini always says life will show how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running a bit late is all.
Oh, my man Somer, you're about to hit the biggest bad luck of the night in a few minutes. Lyudmila says nothing in response as the truck turns past the intersection. She turns her head to look out the window on a whim. Welp.
That's... Gazo! The steering wheel's not working all of a sudden!
Wait, what was that? I heard a swoosh and kaboom! What was that?
Somer, look out!
There's a car over there. True wolf, finally found you. You will not get away. Hey, can't you see there's people in here? Your knife and my arrow blew out their tires. Shouldn't we save them? What? Wait. Knife and my arrow blew out their tires. It's fucking Red and Luna Cub's fault. Bro, it was Red and Luna Cub all along that caused the accident because they were fighting in the streets. It was collateral. This is the second most hilarious turn of events. The most hilarious turn of events would have been Lapland just being a shitty driver causing the accident. I'm down with this. It was just these two fucking idiots that caused the accident. Oh. You're right, Agnes. We shouldn't get distracted during a hunt. What? A splitting headache pounds against the inside of Lyudmila's skull. She yanks off her seatbelt and pushes open the truck door. Falling from her seat as she does, as her face plants onto the ground, she sees a familiar red silhouette fade down the intersection. Before the dizziness disperses, before she could take stock of the situation, before she could check on Samir, rage, an unending rage washes over her like a tide. What the hell's with this bad luck? How come it's you again? You goddamn Lupetta! There she goes. Oh! I've handled tougher fights in Syracuse of old with many more people on the other end. But I'm always the last one standing. No exceptions. Don't treat humans like this. Your hunting skills won't work on me. You can certainly continue to try. Same goes for you, Project Red. We're gonna have a four-way. Hold up. This was the fight we initially saw before. Yeah, the start of the fight. We caught this, and now we're seeing the whole breadth of it. I'll find you. My blade, not sharp enough. Come. You can't hide from me forever. I won't wait any longer for Vargo's answers. Interesting. Okay. Wait. Hold up. Are they gonna run into each other? I lost. The Vulpo out of nowhere. What? Damn pup. Think you could just walk away after I finally found you? You again? Lyudmila brandishes her knife once again, but Project Red nimbly dodges it. A heavy kick immediately slams into her back. Her arm is pinned down, and her knife clatters onto the ground. By the time she can react, she is already being pressed down into the dirt. The rough scraping of her face against the ground bring a memory to the forefront of her mind. In the alleys of Lungmen, she was held down by the same damnable wolf pup, unable to resist them either. The same sorry figure pressed against the ground, the same pain shooting through her body. My arm! Let go of me! Pizdets! Vafanculo! You Stronza, I nearly had my revenge in Lungmen. Why do you have to get between me and Kelsey? Maestro couldn't fight anymore. Why did you have to kill her? Why the hell do you keep showing up over and over again? Why can't I kill you? Why? Bears teeth in irritation. I remember you. I hunt wolves. You're not a true wolf. No need to kill you. Kelsey said we shouldn't kill a homeless hyena. You're in pain. Kelsey doesn't want me to kill you. Grandma's waiting for me. I don't have time to waste. I need to find the last true wolf. Don't get in my way again. I've left Rhodes Island. I'm not listening to Kelsey anymore. Wait, what? Red officially left Rhodes Island? Hold up, is that setting up Red Altar sometime in the future? Lupo clad in a red hoodie stays for not a moment longer, disappearing down the depths of the alley. Lyudmila doesn't get up. She lies against the ground, cradling her near dislocated arm, waiting for the pain and humiliation to seep in and drown her. This is sad. We've pushed this woman into the pit way too much. She suddenly remembers Samir's words. This really is a chance encounter between two Sfortunati. Irini always said life shows how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running a bit late is all. You sure about that, Samir? Samir. Oh, right, Samir. Uh-oh. Damn it, I got so caught up in chasing that stupid wolf pup, I forgot Samir is still in the truck. Uh-oh. Gotta go save him. Here we go. What did happen that night? Unless, of course, we're back here. 3:20.
I'm terribly sorry you came all the way here for nothing, senor.
Did she not tell you where she was going?
No, but please let Judge Lavinia know that Irene is looking into her request in all earnestness. When she came back to camp, she asked us all to inspect all the association trucks. She should be investigating the accident right now.
Alright then, calm down. I'm not here for that.
Lyudmila, do you know where Irene went?
Oh, why are you being so sneaky?
Nearly did notice you. How'd your clothes get all torn up? Did you get into a fight?
I tripped. Are you Lyudmila? I have something for you. It should really be sent to Irene so she can notify you, but since she's not here, giving it to you directly should work too. Oh, what is it? A citizenship certificate and identity documentation. You passed City Hall's and the court's background checks, and you've accumulated enough citizen points. From this day onwards, you are a legal citizen of Nuova Volsini and formally registered into the Truckers Union Register of Drivers and are entitled to all rights stipulated in the new Urban Management Act.
Finally! You treated us to salt soda a day too early, Lyudmila!
Oh, surprised? Oh, we are aware of your special circumstances. You still need to undergo regular oropathy checkups. If your infection worsens, we will reevaluate your treatment plan. The Truckers Union holds a special position in this city, so at first it would have been quite difficult for you to pass the background checks. Irene actually came over to City Hall and Courthouse many times over this matter. She even made herself your guarantor, and many of your fellow drivers followed her and signed off your materials too.
They're all backing her! The Truckers Union is backing her!
Oh, you don't look at me like that, Lyudmila. We couldn't just let you treat us to food and drink forever. Lyudmila. Look, no need to push her too hard. She's not the talkative sort. Why, when I got my certain documents, I was probably way more shocked than she is. Oh, I understand. According to our data, the uncle who took you in as a child was involved in a turf war, and his entire family was murdered. To be honest, everyone's got a story like that. After the founding of Nuova Volsini, many Syracusans, once under the yoke of the family, rushed over, obtaining new identities and breaking free from their influence. Many mafiosi have also broke free from their family in this manner. In this city, we all have the right to escape our past and embrace new lives. Congratulations, Lyudmila. Lyudmila silently stares at the certificate and documents in her hand.
A chance encounter. Now, I'm not a cultured man, but these words, don't you think they're about people like us? It really is a chance encounter between two Sfortunati. Irene always says life will show how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running late a bit is all.
So this is how life decides to repay the unfortunate.
What's gotten into you, Lyudmila?
Somer showed up.
No. Hasn't he been on break from yesterday evening till now? Maybe he's picking up the Carnivale presents for Guri.
Don't make excuses for him, Ruggiero. I know what's going on with the two of you. I was riding alongside him last night.
You talking about the car crash last night?
That was our truck.
Oh my god.
Based on the look of your face, he hasn't come back here. Know anywhere he might go. Think quick.
There was supposed to be a delivery at the service station near Dock 3 last night. At times, we also head over to some abandoned warehouses under Venezia Trucking.
I've already checked them all. The scene of the crash was already cordoned off by the time I went back, and Samara and the truck were both gone. After that, I searched the places you mentioned. Nothing. Have you checked the Saluzos? Because Irene went to the Saluzos. How could I have left him there? Damn it. If I wasn't distracted by that wolf pup, maybe. Lyudmila. I'll keep looking for him.
"2:30, November 7th.
This is the only place left. Lyudmila stands between the shipping containers, looking out at the bustling port in front of her.
Over the course of the entire day, she searched everywhere she could, but found nothing. She was once able to make her way through catastrophe-torn Chernobog with ease and lead her team on precision strikes in the middle of the chaotic battlefield, yet now she could not locate even an ordinary truck driver. She feels like the target of some sick joke. An inkling of helplessness suddenly worms into her mind.
Are they saying we're sending the floats off now?
Yep, they're all assembled anyway. Send them all to the expansion plate. That's where the Carnivale parade is starting." "Oh, I knew that. But what I meant is, weren't we meant to send them off at night? That rainstorm pouring down all of a sudden earlier, don't you remember? Not often do we see such bad weather come to Nova Vulcini. Who the hell knows if it'll rain again later today? There's a dozen giant floats on the move we're talking about. If they ran into any kind of this weather, we'd have to do traffic control. I'd rather not deal with that kind of headache." "I suppose that makes sense. Come on, Sbrigati. While the rain stopped, Sbrigati. Oh, right. You're going to be passing a lot of places on the way. Remember to cover the floats with tarps. City Hall wants to keep the designs a mystery until the parade." "I got it. I'll go call the boys over."
If Samer could only go back the way he came, and he wanted to hide the truck in a port this busy, don't tell me he...
In a corner of Nova Vulcini's port, a dozen or so mobile cranes are hoisting up giant tarpaulins, creating a labyrinth out of thin air, sealed away from the outside. Under the tarps, a dozen oddly shaped giant beasts sleep silently. Their resurrection at the Carnivale, this is their cemetery. Lyudmila passes by them. She is not in the mood to investigate these strange constructs. She walks directly to the end of the procession and stops. There lies a great wolf. Vast amounts of imitation fur cover the truck underneath its frame. She was the one who lit it on fire! Its tail also conveniently droops down over the eye-catching dents and gouges of the truck's carriage. It wasn't Lapland. It wasn't Arini. It was her. It bares its fangs in soundless snarl, guarding the secrets hidden below its body. She pulls open the door to the truck's container. She's greeted by a pile of black tires alongside.
This is... What are you delivering for the Venetias?
Oh, we finally get to find out it wasn't just tires. They were smuggling something inside the tires.
It's just a batch of tires tonight. It's usually stuff for making vehicles, originium engines, steel alloys, things like that. At times there's also frozen fins, frozen meat, booze, meds. It's pretty common in other Syracusan cities. Goods the family don't buy have to go through normal customs, so they save a lot on taxes. But here in Nova Vulcini, they're tariffed.
The families are tariffed if they ever want to export anything in, so they have to smuggle the goods in.
Lyudmila pulls out her dagger, running it against the seam in the tire she spotted just now. She slashes at the thick rubber, revealing what lies within. What are you up to?
Antonio Venezia? What are you up to behind Venezia Senior's back? You're the one running Venezia Trucking. What did you have Samer smuggle?
Guns, staves, crossbows, even originium explosives.
Well, interesting.
Samer, you idiot. Did you know you were transporting this kind of merchandise? This is suddenly a lot more complicated than smuggling tires and crashing into the acting mayor. Oh wait, Someone's coming. It should be here somewhere.
I'll take that side, Gambino. You look here, Velluti.
Oh my god, it's the two bozos! It's Capone and Gambino!
Capone, did you think about how we're going to explain to Venezia Jr. where we picked up this trail, assuming we do? I mean, surely we can't just say Lapland told us. Actually, I'm more worried about how that crazy Pazza even knew Somer's stash is struck at the port. What the hell is she cooking up here? Forget about it! No point thinking about that crap. Just get back to work. Wait, I think the police is outside. Hide!
Sir? Oh, it's Noemi. Sir, it's me, Noemi. Have you found anything on your end? I don't drink coffee. It's too bitter. Come on, let's stay focused on the task at hand. I know the truck we're looking for is hidden around here somewhere. Gotta get over here quick. Right, the west side of the port where the floats are being stored. And that's why she set it on fire, so she could protect some air. Wait, the dock hands are starting to. Ludmila hears the sound of cranes pulling away the tarps, and the engine of the vehicle ahead starting up. Both the mafiosi and the police are close by. This float, its secret, Samer and the truck driver's new lives are about to be exposed to the light of day. Her truck driver friends vouch for her citizenship, and now she has to protect their lives. Liat! Ludmila's hands brushes past her side, and she feels a damp spot in her pocket. It's a document she folded up and stuffed in there, proof that she is now one of those idiots. They must have gotten soaked in the rain as she ran to the port. She didn't have time to stash them away in her tent when she left camp. Caught in the autumn rain again, she snaps back to reality. It's getting cold, she thinks. It would be great if she could warm herself by a fire right now. Is she gonna use her own documents to light the fire? Look at this bonfire out here among the snow, friend. Once it could ignite the anger of the infected. It could spark the dream of reunion. It could also set all of Ursus ablaze. But now, all it does is keep us warm. First, learn how to light a fire. Burn down this house and everything in it so that nobody could find us. Fire hides everything, Ludmila. Ludmila stands in the shadow, not too far away, silently watching the blaze lick away at the carriage. It rises, engulfing the entirety of the Great Wharf. Fire can ignite anger. It can spark a dream. It can also bury everything in ash. And her own smoke can help conceal the fire. Before anyone else catches on, she can let it build into a towering inferno, inextinguishable. I'm one ragazza sfortunata. Okay, she didn't light her documents on fire, it's fine. Although, peak cinema kino cine. I didn't think I would get so invested in Crown Slayer's subplot this event. Lapland has not shown up whatsoever despite being the featured limited 6-star. If I'm gonna parasocially attach to any 6-star in this event, it's gotta be at least Suzumama and Crown Slayer. They did great with the Crown Slayer story, yeah. Although I am curious how this is gonna end up. How she's gonna end up on Rhodes Island on amicable terms with both Luna Cub and Red. But then again, at this part of the story, Red says that she's no longer at Rhodes Island. So maybe that's why. She joins Rhodes Island to find Red, who's gone AWOL. She'll replace Red as Kelsey's number 2? I don't know how that'll turn out. I'm just speculating. Anyway, that'll be that for now for this stream's reading of I Portatori dei Velluti. The puzzle pieces have all been set. The image is now becoming clearer and clearer. Benicio Jr. is up to some shady shit probably for the Carnivale, he's been smuggling in weapons for a big thing. And also, we still got the whole deal with the Wolf Lords, the Fangs. We already resolved Lucino's subplot. But there's still the subplot with who planned, who was behind, who orchestrated the bomb that gave Suzerain Eurypathy. Wait, no, it wasn't a bomb that gave her Eurypathy. It was to assassinate Venezia Senior. Who wanted to assassinate Venezia Senior? Maybe someone that would take his place as Venezia Junior. Anyway, we will finish off I Portatori dei Velluti next Wednesday while we do S stages this weekend, and I still have the annual anniversary box that Hypergriff delivered to us. I have yet to have opened it. I'm still feeling really uncomfortable doing an unboxing stream for that thing and showing it off, considering all of the criticisms I've dealt Hypergriff over the past year. I feel like it's a bad look. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to open it on Saturday before S stages if we got time. It's still closed. It's right beside my PC. It's still unopened. But yeah, S stages on Saturday. Maybe I might decide to do the unboxing. Sunday, more Monster Prom Sundays. We'll be having secret endings. Secret ending of our favorite Eldritch Cutie. But until our next streams, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. See you friendos next time. Bye-bye.